Well, hey everybody, how you all doing? I hope you can see me. I'm out here. Let me clean these glasses. I'm out here underneath my dogwood. I'm here a lot. I like this spot. I carve right here. I got the mountains and everything, and it's just a beautiful day, folks. I'm telling you. Well, I want to do a shout out to Christopher Brickle. I hope I say that right. Here's his business card. This man is a phenomenal artist, and I mean a phenomenal artist. He gifted me something. I seen him the other day I have him on Facebook, and he was just a phenomenal carver. Phenomenal carver. And I hope I said your name right, Sarah. I'm not the greatest. But anyway, he was carving a little dog and a hat. And I'm like, I shot him out a message like, I really like that. Well, then he shot back and said, well, I'll send you a pattern. I'm like, oh, well, thank you. Because that's how artists show their love. We share everything we got. And so he sent me a cutout. And I draw the hard lines around it and everything so I could see him better and everything. But he sent me this cutout. So I already carved one. Now this is my second one. Now mine's made a little thicker. There's mine. It's not done. You know, so, and I appreciate it. And that ain't it. He sent me some really nice sheaths with my initials on it and everything. It's got, let's see here, it's got DP on it, on both of them. I love it. I love it. So if you get a chance and everything, get on Facebook and check this man out. Let's just show this card again. We'll show it up close. Check him out. Jump on Facebook and check him out. He is a phenomenal carver. Like I said, he sent me a package and a nice little note and everything. And you know me, I appreciate that so much. As like I said, that's how us wood carvers are. That's how we show our love and everything. But anywho, you know, he's just a phenomenal carver. I love his work. He's just extraordinary. And just jump on Facebook, check this man out. It's worth it. But anyway, you know, I've been carving the elephants. There's that one I did the other day that made out of that 100-year-old cedar. Just very simple, just a simple little elephant. And I draw to fit. So I draw this one a while ago. That's one of the chunks I had. You know, well, then I had this little chunk, so I draw the little one to fit the little chunk. I don't throw no wood away. And then of course, you know, the pumpkins. The pumpkins. There's the pumpkins. You know, there's the pumpkins. There's one that's more of a happier face. Just roughed out. Very simple. I just glue some sugar pine together, the worst I got, and just make a little block, and it's simple, folks. It's simple. Anywho, I thought, well, I'm sitting underneath this dogwood tree, enjoying this beautiful day that has been given to us. And I thought, well, I'm just going to come out here. I want to do a shout out. I love these. These are just, look how they're made. Got a beautiful little cross on it. I mean, this is just gorgeous. I love these. I love them. You know, now I just keep my knife. You know, I did have this in some cork, and then you know, with cork it loosens up and it wants to fall. So then I made a cardboard sheath. So I was getting ready to make something, and then I get this in the mail. Wonderful carver. I'm just telling you, folks, he is a phenomenal carver. Please go on Facebook. I showed you the card. Check this man out. You're just going to be amazed like I am. Totally amazed. So anyway, well, we're just knocking out this. It's a folk art elephant. That's all these are. You should see my ground down here. I carve out here all the time. It looks like a chipmunk went crazy here. It does. Let's see, we got to part the ears. We got to part them ears. So you just got to put a line in. Oh, little cuts. Get a hold of that. That's all you got to do. I apologize. I have to get my fat fingers here, but you got to get them somewhere. I'm just beating it back and forth. Yeah, I was, I seen that dog he was carving, and I just fell in love with it. And I got one in the shop that I carved it in about 20 minutes yesterday. As soon as I got that package in, I went right to the shop, cut mine out a little bit thicker. You know, I have all that sugar pine, and you know, and I have bass too. I have that size of bass, but I don't wanted to make it out of sugar pine, and made it my own. And like I said, it's not my pattern, it is his, but like I said, that's how we show our love. That's how you show love in this woodworking and everything. There we go. We're just parting the ears. Mr. Erie. That's all we got to do. I think I've carved him just a tad smaller. And they're so simple to draw. I mean, very simple. You don't have to be a rocket scientist, because this is folk art. He's got big fat ears, you know, and he's got his trunk up. Because I'll tell you a story. One time, I was carving I taken a wooden egg. I buy these wooden eggs that are made out of bass, and they're the goose eggs. And I carved this elephant out of it. Well, when I used to carve for McDonald's here in Gatlinburg, when we had the McDonald's, I had one done, and a sweet little old lady, whoo, she gave me the right act. I didn't carve the trunk up, I carved the trunk down. And she, for about 20 minutes, told me why I shouldn't do that, and why I should do this and do that. And the only thing I could do is sit there and go, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. I will never do that again, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You have a good day, ma'am. Have a blessed day. And she goes, do you understand me? I said, yes, ma'am. The trunk will always be up. It'll never be down. I get, you know, what I was understood, it's for good luck and stuff. So, she was a sweet little old lady, and she just, you know, she wasn't shy. Nope. She wanted to make sure I understood that the trunk always is up. And all I could do was sit there and go, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I will not do that again. And ever since I carved these elephants, or my egg elephants, the trunk is up. I don't do that mistake again. Nope. There we go. Well, I finished my job up on the mountain. I was helping a buddy for the last couple days, and you know, I went up and did some repair on a cabin for him. This and that. He couldn't find anybody to help him. Everybody was 6 weeks to 2 months out. And it's like, oh Lord. He's 88 years old, and he's a very good friend of mine. And so the old dad came out of retirement for a couple days and went up, and it didn't take much. He had to repair a cabinet that was damaged and stuff like that, and that's always been my ability. I can pretty well fix anything. You know, I tell people, if I can't fix it, it cannot be fixed. I got over 20 years over the road. I did a lot of, like I said, I did restoration in Victorian, and I used to do restoration in furniture, restoration, just about anything. You know, I restored all kinds of antique cabinets, and I restored a lot of Victorian homes, and all that was handmade back then. You know, they didn't have Google, and you know, they didn't have a CNC machine, and they had a man like me, and you just come up with an idea, and there was no computers back then to draw it for you. You had to draw it yourself, and it had to be symmetrical. If it was all really fancy scroll work and you had two sides, well, two sides had to match. And they didn't have fancy tools to cut that stuff out. I can hand scroll. I can still use a coping saw and hand scroll. I had to do a lot of that. You know. Yes, I did. So I do a lot of restoration. When my good friend needed help, I just shut everything down for a couple of days and went up and fixed his mistakes up on the mountain, and they're done. And I'll see him. He's my friend that comes and drinks coffee with me every every Sunday. And so when I'm at Burger King, so I called him, says, your job's done and I'll see you Sunday. He said, okay. And I'll give him the keys and stuff like that. And it didn't take much. It didn't. They told him that he had to rip out his cabinet because there was no way to fix it. And he told me that. I'm like, well, you better let me look at it. I rebuilt the door and fixed it, and you couldn't tell where I fixed it at in less than 40 minutes. You gotta remember, folks, I'm old school. We repaired everything back then. So, I repaired this one. I did. You don't need to spend all that money. Nope. Nope. No, where's my strop? Just give me a second, folks. Need to tune her up a tad. Every once in a while, I'm cutting that end grain, and that just eats a blade. That's why a lot of times I'll use my X-Acto knife. I don't like to use it too much. It just dulls it out the wazoo. A lot of traffic today coming by the house. That's alright. Alright, that's probably going to be good enough. Oh yeah, he's a lot better. These are so simple. I've been carving these for years. They're a lot faster than the egg elephants. Let me tell you, the egg elephants, you gotta try to get a hold of the crazy thing. That's the first thing. And I've tried everything to mount it and stuff. But then, you know, mounting something is not the greatest because you have to turn it 14 million times, so you have to unmount it. So that don't work. So, but I've always carved these. I've done egg Santa Clauses and snowmen and stuff like that. Think about this year jumping on the lathe and just turning them down, and I can buy some, you know, bass, you know, any size I want, and just turn it on my lathe into an egg, and there you go. You know, I have a lathe and stuff, and I could do that. I have done that a long time ago. Haven't been on my lathe in a while because I've been so busy. Like I told you, it's just a glorified toy. The old man wanted a lathe, and I bought it. I don't try to make a living on it because there's a lot better people than I am. And you have to spend hours and countless hours and make a lot of mistakes to really become a good lathe person. You know what I'm telling you, it doesn't fall into overnight. It takes a lot of practice. It does. Cutting good there. Yes, it is. Let's see. His little ears are part. He's almost done. You know? He is just almost done. Let's do some more of this right here. Well, Christopher Brickle, like I told you, get a chance, jump on Facebook, check this man out. I deeply and highly appreciate when people send me stuff. It just thrills me. And all I asked for was the pattern. You know, he said, would you like to have the pattern? And I said, yes, please. And I'll even buy it. And he says, he just needed my address. So I sent it to him. And so yesterday I sent him my phone number and then told him, if you see anything I do and you want some sugar pine, you know, that's how we can show her love. You want me to do a cutout for you? I'm right there for you. I am. Let's see what time it is. Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. Yeah. Like I said, I had a bunch of this cedar left over from a project I did. I did a carving and stuff, and had all these little chunkers, and I thought, well, it's time for elephants. And they don't take me long. These things are folk art elephants. There's no eyes, no mouth. It's just a simple little God-given little elephant. That's all he is. Oh, variety. Alright, let's get a gouge out. My little palm gouges and everything. Let's get you where you can see a little bit better. There you go. So I gotta hold him a certain way. And we're just gonna dish the ears out. I told you, this is so simple. This is ABC carving. This is beginner carving, actually. You cannot do a right and wrong here. It's just very simple. Dish them things out. Now, you know, that's how I've done them. All right. Yeah. 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 Yep, 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 yep. Yep, yeah. Yep, 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 yep. Here we go. Okay. Take a piece of sandpaper. Sand these edges, because they'll break off. You need to kind of go over them and knock them edges where they're a little bit, lose that sharp edge, because they will break. And I mean, I'm telling you what, how do I know that? I think I do. And I don't take all the marks out. Nope. I don't really sand the elephants too much. I'll sand up through here because it's the hardest spot to clean up. I've got to find my little chisel I've lost. I got to get in that shop because that's the chisel I use to get up in here and clean and stuff. And it's just like, new. All right. Oh, right here in the knot hole. Yay! Just gonna put a little parting way right here to show like it has 2 feet. You know, just right there. That's good enough. Can't really, I don't want to dig into that little knot there. But see, just separated that real fast. I'm just going to come in here and, yeah, see? Oh. Yeah, ain't that fun? And then same thing here, let's see, it's going to have to be right. Ah, that's good enough, isn't it, folks? Yeah. Looky, looky. There you go. Now, let's get rid of some of this roughness right here on his belly, going up to his neck. I'm telling you, folks, this is so simple. Anybody can make these. I love making them. Now, you can make them out of pine. You can make them out of anything, but I have all this chunks of cedar left over, and when I made stuff, all out of them old beams and stuff I pulled out of that barn. Well, why not? You don't have to paint it. You just clear coat this thing, and doop, 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 it's done. Yeah. And there you go. A little bit more love in there. The fun area. Right there. You're against grain. That's just a lovely area. Cut up, you can see I'm just cutting this little V in there. Kind of making these ears go that way. And a little bit that way. And looky there. Yeah. Getting rid of some of this right here. This is a block carving where I cut a shape out. Alright. Basically, folks, this thing is carved. Yeah. Don't take long with these. Nope. Let me check the time. Alright. About time to end this little darling. And I'll come in here and knock them edges off, because they'll break off if you don't. This is cedar. It will break. So knock them edges off. I'll come up in here and I knock these edges off just with a sandpaper. Kind of round up where the legs were. Ah, whoopsie! Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. With that. Like I said, there's one, it's a larger one. There's its baby. Hello! Hello-y! Hello-y! I guess this would be, or this would be the mama, because it's small. This would be the daddy. And this would be the baby. You got 3 of them. Woo! 3. I know, folks, I'm a crazy old carver. But I have fun at it. You know, I do. So anyway, let's get you up here. Alright, folks, I just want to say thank you all, and I thought I'd just share just a simple little elephant made out of 100-year-old cedar. It doesn't take long to make these. I just wanted to share this with you and show you my love, and I'm going to get this one knocked out. It's not going to take long, and I've got some more chunks. I'll take all these to the show and show everybody. These sell pretty quickly for me. It's a pretty cedar. This one's got the white in it. That's what I like. I like that white. That's all God-given, that white is. It's all God-given. But anyway, just want to say thank you all for subscribing to my channel. I deeply appreciate it. Like I said, get on there and check that man out, and everything. Get on his Facebook. He is a phenomenal carver, an excellent carver. I love his work, and I appreciate what the man gave me and everything. Like I said, that's how us carvers show our love. We just give. We want a pattern? Contact me. I'm waiting for the man to contact me on the angel pattern, because I'll send it to you. So if you watch this, daveposton@gmail.com. And thank you for subscribing to my channel. Make sure you push the like button. That does help me out. Watch it and give me a comment. If I can ever help you out, please let me know. You've got my email. And y'all have a blessed day. And Whittler Dave says thank you.